All right, the next question up is a really important question. It says, how often should I expect to see progress? Or what length of time is it problematic to not see progress? I'm fairly new to guided programming. Part of it's related to the idea that I don't have a meet date planned. Um, I'm just kind of anxious to make sure that I'm progressing properly. I know finding my estimated 1 rep max and attempting to PR that number is a session to session goal. So, is there a timeline on this, and should I expect to PR on every session? I expect not. Um, Good question. And like I said, it's really important, especially in guided programming, as far as what rate should you be progressing? How should you expect to be progressing? You really hit the nail on the head with the estimated 1 rep max. That's the primary barometer that we're going to use to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. Now, with the new training log that's available to all you guys, I emailed you about just a couple weeks ago. There's a competition results page that tracks your competition lifts and puts all that stuff on a graph for you and tracks those estimated 1 rep maxes. Now, if you are not seeing progress for say 4 straight weeks, then that's a problem. We want to see progress at a greater rate than that. Now, use some common sense too. Like if you're on a restoration block, we're not going to see progress. Now, that doesn't mean that every week is going to be a PR, but we just want to see the line moving in the right direction. The general trend line needs to be moving in the right direction. Now, if you're seeing 4 weeks of no or negative progress, that's a problem. And I would even shorten that, I guess, to 3 weeks. 2 weeks can sometimes be a blip, but in general, we want to see you moving in the right direction. We want to see that line progressing up. Now, there's a number of different reactions that can happen too. Some people, especially when you say start a new training block, you may dip and then start to progress. Some people will progress right away. Other people will be mostly stagnant and then progress. But it's typically going to be one of those three, and usually one of the first two. Um, if that's not you, then let me know. We can take a look at your training log, which I hope you're keeping a training log because that makes all this a lot easier. Um, Once you start progressing, we expect that trend to continue for a while. Eventually, it's going to top out, and at that point, we need to either change something in the program. Now, the program may anticipate that peak and shift you into a deload. The program, if it doesn't anticipate the peak, we may need to manually deload. We may need to shift the training strategy or something like that, which is why I said we're generally looking for 3, sometimes 4 weeks of, a 4 week, 3 or 4 week depression in performance. If you've got that, then we need to kind of help the program along a little bit and maybe move you into a different training group. But yeah, so that's my general advice, general thoughts on how you should expect yourself to progress. Let me know if things are not going according to those expectations, and we'll take a look at it and start to move things forward.